The week started with processing our meat chickens. While Sam got ice, I set up. Okay, let me take you through our setup for the day and show you how we do a bit of a DIY system as cheap as we can to get the job done as well as we can. Cool, so here we have the hot water boiling so that we can get the feathers nice and loose on the chickens and also give them a clean. It needs to be 60 to 70 degrees. This is our butchering cone. The chicken goes into that upside down. We usually put a rubber band around the feet. The head sticks through the bottom, and then we're able to do a really precise, humane cut. The chicken's down there with some fresh water, fresh grass, so that they have a lovely day today before they graduate. And then moving on here we have the plucker. We've got a hose connected on the side here so that you can pour it into here. It gives the chickens another wash as it takes the feathers off, and then all of the feathers fall through here and we can put them onto the compost pile or into the garden with wood chips on top, of course. This hose can also service the tables. So on the tables, pretty simple, plastic to make it easy to clean, chopping board, sharp knives, a sharpener to make sure that everything is super easy, scissors for cuts that need it. Things like feet are usually really good with the scissors, bowls for the different things that we are keeping, rubbish bags. We're using these old ones from their feed for all of the guts and things we can't compost. Another little station here ready to go with the same kind of setup. And then lucky last thing is our tubs full of ice with some salt in them. This is going to brine the chicken and make sure that it starts to soften before they go in the freezers this evening. Because YouTube doesn't let you show a lot, I did upload most of our process over on our Patreon, so go check it out, and your support is always appreciated. I enjoy spending the day outside, reflecting on why we choose to do this. I think it grounds me in knowing this feels right, as I am so connected with my food. The day is hard, but it's definitely worth it. I just harvested the small garlics from our garden. Look how fantastic they look. Wow, my first successful garlic crop, and these are the little ones compared to what I've got growing in that big garden. Later on, I'm going to harvest some garlic, but would a wholesome day ever be complete without some cooking? No. So this week, I had a lot of eggs to preserve from all of our chickens, and one of my favorite things to do is make this Russian egg, cheese, and garlic dip or spread, whatever you want to call it, but of course, I always make it with homemade mayo. The recipe is pretty easy. You just boil as many eggs as you like and then add some cheese, garlic to taste, and add as much mayo as you think it needs to make it creamy. It's pretty versatile and easy to achieve, and I highly recommend it. It's delicious. I am also making my mum's meatballs. The mince just has salt and fried onion and carrot in it. Yum. Once I roll up all the balls, I put it in a sauce that's made with the other half of the fried onion and carrot, some tomato paste and water. It's so simple, and the meatballs are so rich and delicious. Of course, after harvesting the 4 bulbs a few days earlier, I decided it was time to pull out the rest of the garlic.
A little potato.
This one is, yes. That one is a
the
flower.
one.
Oh yes, that is a potato. Must have been Because I think this was the seed potato, which the plant grew out of. And then when we harvested, because it was rotten, I left it out here. And look, it's sprouting again.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
We had rain forecast later in the day, so it was going to be a good idea to get the garlics out of the moisture. Sam was away in Victoria this weekend, so I was grateful to have his brother Levi to help. I mean, I didn't need the help, but the company is always appreciated because any gardening job is better done with someone there.
Oh, that's a big boy. You're getting to pick the big one.
Monster.
You'll hear my alarm go off several times in this video. Setting alarms for my sourdough has been so good. I follow the same timer schedule each week and can complete jobs in between.
Even like that piece of nothing has a little bulb.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That makes me so happy. Like being able to grow things that we eat all the time is just...
It's epic. So are these from the seed harvesters?
So these are, the seeds are actually from the market. They're just garlics that you would eat.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh wow, look at that one. That one was in the ground and it's just like infested with bugs in there. Just eating it away.
So what would you plant in?
I should plant beans or a cover crop on their own,
Yep.
but I like to break rules, and so I plant all the beans and stuff with like my next nitrogen heavy crop, like tomatoes. So
yeah.
for example, that way, like the bush bean, like this, I'll be able to cut it and drop everything onto the ground as nutrients to then feed the tomatoes is the idea, but... Hi, what are they doing?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Very wormy.
You're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect to get anything from them, so this is pretty good.
If this is all we got, this would be awesome.
Yeah, like that you put the littlest one next to that massive one. Yeah.
I convinced Levi to have a go at doing the slap and fold of the sourdough this week, and he did a great job. But you can really see the difference it makes when you do it week after week and when you have a go for the first time.
You wanna have a go?
Yeah, sure.
So you slap it down, fold it over, pick it up, turn. Slap, fold, pick it up, turn.
Okay.
I've had a few weeks practice, so it's expected it could be hard to do. So slap and fold is what they call it, if that helps. The mantra helps you. You got this.
It's f***ing sticky.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be so
Look
brutal.
easy, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's because I can see you're not slapping it, so pick it up
Yeah.
and then slap down and fold this way.
Fold that way.
Yeah, so slap, so slap down that way
Yeah.
and fold. And then as soon as it gets this like nice shape, it's easier to work with, like slightly. It's still sticky as though. Now imagine this when it was still a puddle.
Oh,
Working?
I'm not.
No, you're doing good.
Yeah, but I wasn't flinging the. Like you gotta like fling it out and then slap it down so you have something to fold over.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd slap it down and I'm like,
What do I fold?
yeah, like
Good.
messy. Oh man.
No, you got it. The quicker you are, the easier it is. So, yeah.
It's just going everywhere.
It's breathing. But it holds its form so much easier now. Yeah. Now you got it. Oh, I spoke too soon.
What is going on? It's falling apart on me.
No, you're doing well. That's how I felt the first time. I was like,
Yeah,
this is f***ing hopeless. I'm gonna fold it on itself. This sucks.
No, you've nailed it. You wanna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't stress you. Watch your hands. Good job.
That's frustrating, though.
Why?
What?
It just shows you that a few weeks can make a really big difference with experience. So, like, get onto it. Keep practicing.
Yeah.
Shortly after harvesting all the garlic, those storm clouds really started to roll in, and the weather became starkly different from the hot morning we experienced. I decided I would take advantage of the cool weather and a great storm rolling in and peel my garlic outside so that I could view the rain as well as experience the sound of the thunder. Very cute. Now go away. Go away. Eris away. Move, move, move. The dog's curled up nearby. Eris does get a little frightened by the storms, or maybe he just enjoys cuddling up together. We often come out during this type of weather with a thick blanket, cuddle up and listen to the thunder and watch the lightning. With so much sky around us and not many buildings or trees to cover it up, the lightning is quite a show to be seen, but of course is very loud for a little dog. It's okay, Ty. It's okay. Oh, you scared, Eris? You a little scared? Yeah, I know, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright, you've got to move away though. No, just scared. Just scared. Anyways, back to the garlic. What I'm doing here is peeling off some of the skin layers to clean the bulb. I'm checking for any damage or rot and giving the roots a bit of a clean from the dirt. I plan on braiding most of the garlic for easy storage. For now though, I'm going to enjoy the process and the sound of the storm. And I hope you do too. So beautiful. To enjoy a storm. Eris, you hiding? Oh, you're a scaredy cat now. Yeah. Are you braver? Are you braver? Yeah. This week, I recorded the whole process of making my sourdough from start to finish for our Patreon page, including the times I set my timer for. I hope that this is helpful for anyone that's on the sourdough journey, just to see the way that I'm doing it. I think it's always good to explore lots of different ways. Sunday started with a great homemade breakfast and recording our Earthly Roots podcast by myself. So I just finished recording our first solo episode for the podcast. Robin and I thought it would be fun to have a go at doing this just before we wrap up the season for the year before next year. And it was fun. I felt like I talked a lot and I didn't get a chance to take a break because there's no one else next to me. But it was fun. I talked all about our journey to... Whoa. Jesus, geese. I talked all about our journey to homesteading, what it was like for the last 2 years, things that we learned and did and improved. And yeah, I also did a footprint calculator, which Simon from Dexterate Farm, you can find them on Instagram. They also have a YouTube channel, but he suggested that I do this and I thought it would be fun to do it with you guys on the podcast. And it's revealed a lot of things that I kind of didn't expect and also kind of did. And it's just a really great reflection tool. So I'll leave the information for that down below and hopefully you can go and check it out. All right, I'm going to wrap it up now because I'm a little bit, I got things to do. After a great weekend, what I discovered next was a hard pill to swallow. I don't even know what to say. That feeling when you butcher an animal for meat and to feed you is a whole different loss feeling than that when you make a mistake. I finished recording the podcast and when I looked out at the sheep, I saw that Sean was down, and so I ran out there. He was already gone. And Kai wasn't looking well at all. And they had gone through most of their water that I gave them yesterday. And both had like really bad diarrhea. And I've now looked up what I feel confident saying it was probably something called acidosis, which occurs when sheep eat grain and eat too much of it, and it causes problems to their digestion, causes diarrhea, and makes them very dehydrated. And yesterday, the paddock that I put them into, thinking it was a good thing, was one where the chickens had gone through, and so it had a bucket of feed left over, which I saw Sean had found, and I didn't think too much of it. I was like, well, I guess you can enjoy that as a treat. Little did I know that that was the worst thing that he could have gotten into, both of them. And is most likely the reason that we no longer have. Anyways, I just thought I'd record this because I feel like it's an important thing to know about. Someone who doesn't know. I feel so awful. These moments of homesteading are really hard to share and even harder to experience. I cried for a while holding Kai when it happened. as the boys were more like our pets rather than food, and what happened was an awful tragedy. To calm my mind, I spent the rest of the afternoon taking my time braiding the garlic that I harvested the day before, making sure that it was clean and preserved. I hope you understand when we share moments like these of travesty and loss that it is not our intention to deter you from homesteading or make you feel sad or even get your sympathy, though your words of kindness and thoughtful words are always appreciated. It is our intention to connect with those who have also experienced loss on the homestead and normalize feeling vulnerable, because we are all well-intentioned humans and mistakes and accidents are part of life. Each one hard, but necessary to grow and learn, something that I teach my students. I am now realizing how valuable that lesson can be when the mistakes and the problems bear so much more significance and our strength is what helps us to move forward. Thank you as always for watching, sending your support and love, and sharing your own experiences with gardening and homesteading. This community, you, are the reason we love sharing our life and journey, mistakes, successes, and all. If you're enjoying watching our videos and wondering how you can support us, the easiest and free way that you can do that is just by leaving a like and a comment. This lets YouTube know that what you're watching is valuable to you and that you are enjoying it. But if you do want to go one step further, we do have a Buy Me a Coffee page linked on our page where you can make a one-time donation to the channel, and these are always appreciated. We've loved the comments and the support from you all so far. If you do want to subscribe and do a monthly subscription through Patreon, I do put lots of exclusive content and lots of learning tools for you guys that are homesteaders or are interested in learning more. So that's another place that you can go. All of the links for that are down in the description box or on our page. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.